Welcome back, friends and fellow gamers. This is Roger, here to take you on another legendary adventure. So sharpen your sword, ready your shield, and remember, it's more about the journey than the destination. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another informational video on Loop Hero. Today we'll be going over the Grove, the Swamp, and the Ruins. As you can see here, I already started and we have a little map set up. Right here I have my cozy camp. And then I have 2 tiles of groves right there with some nice little rat wolves growing in them. Then down here I have 2 ruins set up, and over here I have 3 swamps set up. So the grove, a gentle rustle of leaves, a crack of dry branch, and a feeling of being watched. The effects: spawns a rat wolf every 2 days. Some say the rat wolf can move to an adjacent tile, however I haven't noticed that yet. Walking through a grove tile gives you 1 stable branch. So let's go ahead and take a walk through the groves. So I did pass two groves there and I got 2 stable branches from it. These are the rat wolves. They have 65 HP, 14.5 damage. And attack just under every 1 second. Alright guys, then we have the ruins. The existence of this civilization ended long before the Lich's curse, but its remains can still be of use to you. The effects of the ruins are: gives a random resource shard upon visit. They spawn a Scorchworm every 2 days. Now the thing about the ruins that's very interesting is that they actually kind of tie into each other, and here I'll show you here in a second. So here you notice we have the first tile that we've come up to. There's 2 Scorchworms in this tile. Now over here, these 2 Scorchworms are in the tile next to it, and they count as archers. And that says takes part in battles on adjacent tiles. They're in ranged combat in the 3rd row, so minus 30% damage in 2nd row and minus 60% damage in the 1st row. So the closer you are to them, if they're in the 1st row, they do less damage to you, and the farther they are away from you, the more damage they do according to that. So also, it doesn't matter if the tile that they're adjacent to is a ruins or not. Let's say goblins spawned in this tile and the ruins were next to it with Scorchworms, the Scorchworms would still attack you from that tile. So it doesn't really matter what kind of monster is in the tile, they will still attack you if they're connected. Now the thing is I won't be able to attack the ones in the 3rd row until I get to their actual tile. That is a definite upgrade. Boom. Alright guys, we are coming up on the swamp. The stench is murderous, or maybe it's the poison. The effects of the swamp are: spawns a mosquito every 3 days. All healing effects are lethal here, except for the potions. They are still on your side. So one thing I want to point out about the swamps, guys, is that they did mention that all healing effects are detrimental to your health. So the fact that I have vampirism on this ring, and that's it, you're going to notice that the vampirism is going to work against me instead of helping me. So every time I hit them, I'm going to take damage from that because of the 1 or 2 healing I get. I'm going to take 1 or 2 damage instead. Alright, so here we go into the swamps. Right there, I took 5 damage from hitting them. Right there, I took 1 damage from hitting them. So that's going to be the downside of vampirism. If you're doing swamp areas, you're not going to want to have vampirism on any of your items. Holy cow, I can't hit this guy. Okay guys, right here I want to point out that the wolf rat over here in the grove actually did migrate one space down, so they do actually move or migrate out of their the grove onto adjacent tiles. So we did catch one in the act. So we have covered the grove, the swamp, and the ruins. Well, friends and fellow gamers, that's going to do it for today's video. Let me hit my RNG subscriber generator and say thank you to CyberX for subscribing. I also love Initial D. Everyone else, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Give me a big thumbs up. I also have a Patreon if you want to support my future content. Thanks again. My name is Roger, and I'll see you in the next adventure. Take care, everybody.